Hey, AhStarLia here, and I am back with more Steins Gate. Now, we have left off with the main character. We learned that he likes to perceive him way in a way that he's not really. He likes to perceive him way as a cliched villain-like character, and he talks that way, and it kills me every single time he does it. And he has only one friend, Mayuri, who is very childish, and I don't like her character either. I don't really care much for either character. I think the only character I liked was Makise, even though we didn't see much of her. And when we last saw her, she got bopped off. And when the main character saw that she died for unknown reasons, he grabbed Mayuri and he jetted out of there. So we're going to go into chapter 1 and see what's going on. I think it has to do with the time stuff, because I really think his future self is meddling with the past self. Because Mikise did mention that hold on, I just need to look at one more thing. Mikise did mention that, whoops, and I did that again. I keep on freaking exiting the game. Mikise did mention that she has had a conversation with him, and he looked at her like, "What are you talking about? I never talked to you." And she was never able to get her word in, because he was like, "Oh my God, you're against me. You're with this organization," and she was like, "What are you talking about?" I just want to see if they have English voice acting or not. Skip voice off on. Okay, I don't think they have English. Alright. Let's go. Hey, you. Can you see us? Yeah, I can see you. Why won't you answer? I'm asking you a question. Yes, you. On the other side of the monitor. Does he think somebody's watching him and there's nobody actually watching? Is that what's going on? Oh my God. See what I mean with this villainous talk? Your silence only strengthens my hypothesis. Oh yeah, and he's very paranoid. He really thinks someone's out to get him. I suppose that, from your perspective, it appears that we are the ones inside the monitor. But that's where you're wrong. Okay. Whoops. Sorry, that was me playing around with the freaking game. Okay, for it is you who are inside. Your reality is nothing but lies and shadows. Naturally, that includes you too. Okay. Don't believe me? I don't believe you. Few are those who can handle the truth. But no matter what, I shall speak in simpler terms, easy enough for even you to understand. What is this guy talking about? What is he on? This is the Future Gadget Laboratory, located in the Akihabara district of Tokyo. We call it simply the lab. Okay, I don't really care. Our purpose is to shatter the system and plunge the world into chaos. And he's supposedly 18. Why does he look 30 to me? You shouldn't do bad things, Okarin. Okay, that was highlighted. So is that a tip? Okay, the system. The system is the means by which the organization maintains its grip on humanity. Its full scope is too vast to comprehend, but Suffice is to say that the system gives the organization influence over government, religion, media, culture, and science. Worldwide, most people do not even know that their lives are controlled by the system. It is too deeply embedded in the fabric of society that modern civilization would not be able to function without it. Destroying the system, therefore, will plunge the world into chaos. Okay, it's just talking about the system, like the government and stuff, I guess. Guess that's what they mean. From the station, head down to Chodori Street until you reach Suehiro Station. Then take a left onto Kuramaibachi Dori. In the alley before the traffic light, you'll find the rundown Ohiyama's building. The lab is on the second floor. Okay. On the first floor is a store of ill repute called the Brawn Tube Workshop. You can't miss it. What is... Does he really think he's talking to somebody? It deals exclusively in CRT monitors of all things. Can you imagine? Even in the heart of Akihabara Electric Town, the demand for CRTs is practically non-existent. But the proprietor of the Brawn Tube Workshop, Dunonji, whatever, is also the owner of the building. That's how he could afford to maintain his ridiculously niche hobby shop, even as land value continues to rise. He may seem as a rough sort, but he was no match for my charisma. You have no charisma. Oh, there he goes again. See, I can't stand this. Get him out of here. I digress. The Future Gadget Laboratory is currently experiencing a severe shortage of manpower. We welcome dedicated scientists from all fields to apply. At present, our researchers are... Is that a couch in y'all lab, though? And look at that person in the back. He's not even wearing a lab coat. Come on, man. I mean, he's doing coding. Or she. They're doing coding. So, I'm just... He's really making this out bigger than what he thinks it is. Okarine, you gotta say lab mems, not researcher. Our lab mems, laboratory members, are 3. It's just them 3. I knew it. He's 0. 0 Ichi. And let me guess. His friend Mayuchi is 0000 san. Or 0000 Neve. I want to be 00 she. Knew it! 00 Neve. And she's over there. The person on the computer is 00 san. Okay. Super hacker. Alright. I got 2 tips. I don't want them to stack up. Okay, we know what cosplay is, which can be shortened to layers. Many cosplayers make their own costumes. Super hacker, a tremendously skilled hacker, or at least someone who claims to be one. So if someone claims to be a hacker, remove the E and the R and put an A at the end. So he can easily find out who you are. Often appears during arguments on the internet. People mockingly call the obvious non-existent hacker a hacker. Okay, I never knew that. Okay. Stop calling me that. It's super hacker, duh. Oh, so he's calling you a fake. Because why are you not working somewhere that's more important than this little group? Here are the future gadget laboratory. We devote ourselves to the art of invention. For details, see our lab's homepage. They have a homepage now? Show me that homepage because I'm already not down for this group. Our top priority, of course, is to develop weapons for the war with the Dark Dominion. But the research has spawned a number of offshoot inventions. In fact, that's all it spawned. What the heck is this guy on? I'm done. Our arsenal of future gadgets is up to 8, but this is just the beginning. I have a total of 108 inventions to create. Let me guess, and he never started on 1. Like in that tennis manga, right? I get it. Oh god, at channel. Oh god. And I thought I told you not interrupt me when I'm talking. I think it's just him living in his old fantasy, and his friends is just around him, just along for the ride. Yeah, wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself. I'm not talking to myself. Can't you see? I'm talking to the person behind the monitor. You know, the government person. He just grinned. What are you grinning about? Damn you. You don't even exist outside that monitor. Don't look at me. Just say don't look at me. Okay, what's at channel? Fictional Japan's most popular message board covers a wide variety of topics from hacking to cooking to anime to current events. Okay, don't look at me. On the internet, it is unwritten rule to say this whenever you see an image of someone or something looking towards the camera. Okay. Don't think that's gonna work. It appears our attempts to communicate have failed. It's sad to see someone so deeply in denial of reality. Wow, you're talking about yourself there, my man. I'm just... Maybe they think we're in the game? I doubt it's even occurred to them. 2D girl. Oh my god. But aren't your 2D girlfriends the same way? That's different. Those girls are my wives. Oh my god. You talk about waifus and stuff. Nobody cares about your harem. But Mayushi touched upon a very interesting theme, you know? What if we're actually just characters in the game? Anyway, we can know for sure. Are they trying to break the fourth wall here? No. Come on. Such questions are meaningless. Our time is better spent thinking of ways to destroy the system. Nice chinibio, bro. Okay. So he went to the lab and I keep moving because my legs, man. But he went back to this lab place and forgot all about Mikise dying. I stepped back from the monitor. Oh my god. Alpaca, man. That is not an ugly cute. That is straight up ugly. I wouldn't want to collect that character. This game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via a microphone and watch him react. Why does that remind me of that freaking Otome horse game with the... Oh my god. Just thinking about it, just... Oh no. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally I find only the ugly part of Ugly Cute to be true. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. Why are you buying this? Oh, he's talking to me. I checked the Daru with a menacing glare. Shut it, hacker. I'm no tuning wheel patient. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin. I am Hoin. That's your character's name, right? Oh, Daru. Your communication skills are beyond repair. I have you know, I got a ton of offline meets, and I'm also the life of the party. That is so disrespectful. This fat bespectacled guy is my brother in arms and right-hand man, Hashida Itaru, nicknamed Daru. He's a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D maids. Oh my god. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine as long as it's moe. He's the reliable, skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his instance that software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well. And she's in the background just sewing while he's over here trying to get his mastermind plan, whatever. There she go again. I don't like her. I really don't like her. Over here, a nursing a prick finger, we have Sheena Mayuri. You introduced me to her already. A 16-year-old high school student. If you can believe it, I've known her. I know this already. Oh yeah, I forgot because he's an anime character in his head, so he's got to introduce his life like this. Nowhere near Daru's level though. Yeah, she's level 1. This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usual, leisurely pace. Nobody is trying to be in this group, man. Why does the future gadget laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. I really think you're more useless than both of your friends combined. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join Future Gadget Laboratory. Obvious. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring, she said to me. So basically what she said is, since you have no friends, I'm gonna join because nobody else is gonna join. That's what she said. Well, that certainly was cryptic. But her offer was my salvation. For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. He really thinks this organization is out to get him. Shut up, Anne. I would never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough. So, did Alpaca Man say anything? Nope, nothing. The human face alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive, you'd think the game was bugged. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game. Damn antisocial alpaca. I'll curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do, it's the guys from the monitor trying to communicate. The TV makes a sound like it's shorted. and then screen goes black. Blank, I mean. I changed the channel, nothing. Check the power cable, nothing. Whack again, nothing. I guess it's broken, damn. This crummy TV is on lease from the Braun 2 workshop downstairs. It's probably just old. Y'all want to make yourself useful, clean up the place, all these boxes all over the place. I would, even if I was trying to be in a laboratory, I would never be in this one because it's so dirty. You made Mr. Alpaca angry. I'll have to get it repaired later. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with this humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at the conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. I close my eyes, and what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago. Okay, we're bringing up the death again. Oh no, we're not? They're gone? Come on, that could just be chalked up to you being crazy. I really think you crazy. As I left Radicon, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it, and it wasn't just the people in the street. The people in the stores gone, and the restaurants gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all, because he's gonna legit say it's the organization doing this. It all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless, until... What's wrong? Mayori's voice brought me back to reality. Mayori hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes. Everyone disappeared just now, right? Huh? You saw it too, right? Just now, before our very eyes. Panic took a hold as the enormity of what just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayori by her slender shoulder and shook her. Did you see it, Mayori? You saw it, right? Just say something. What is she on? Mayori's head flopped back. So... you didn't? I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles. You saw nothing? Nothing at all? There were people here a second ago, weren't there? There were? Even the store employees are gone. That's impossible by any measure. Okay. Of course they are. Her reply didn't make any sense. It was like this when we got here. Oh, I know. You're seeing things, aren't you? Even she's like, you're crazy. I'm sure it's because of the heat. How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. Or did you consider the fact that your brain might actually be broken and not hers? I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akiba's buildings. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radicon's, where I'd been just a moment before. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite. Man, we saw all this. Can we, get on with chapter 1? I found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was, what the hell is that satellite doing there? Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door locked had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite machine shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the roof. But that's not what I was seeing now. The satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen? Maybe all the timelines are colliding somehow? The paradoxes because somebody messed up? Mayuri, about that satellite. Yeah. What a surprise, huh? Whoops. What do you mean? What a surprise. Oh my gosh, she got bushy eyebrows. It made a huge kaplow sound. A huge kablow. It certainly did make a sound. But I don't think it was a kablow. Maybe Mayuri came for the future herself because she's very calm. Because maybe she's seeing the same things he is. I say it was more like zoom. Did that satellite fall out of the sky? Did it? Do you think any aliens were on board? Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all? Hey, you two. Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern. Is he about to inquire about the death of Miss Mikise Kurisu? Off limits, but we're in a public place. Unless it became a crime scene. We're sorry. First, my good man, let's call you Officer A. I have one question. Okay, you're gonna be disrespectful and just call him Officer A and not his name? Okay. Thousands of people just vanished. You saw it too, didn't you? What are you talking about? Get out of here. You're just like a crazy person in his eyes. I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Mikise Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance, but before I could... Look, I don't have time for your nonsense. The policeman took me by my upper arm and said, no one got stabbed at Radicon. What? How could he say that with such certainty? But I was still trying to comprehend the situation. The policeman forcefully led us away. We were escorted up to UPX and released. There were people at UPX, like usual. Actually, there was far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A has said, Chuo Dori had been blockaded by police, so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. Okay. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I checked online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radicon. Okay, so that's not in his head. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even To TV, are running special bulletins about it. Okay, I know I got a couple of tips. 2D girl, a female character in an anime game or manga. Chunin Ryo, literally 8th grade syndrome, a term referring to a mindset exhibited primarily by teenage males, also used as a derogatory term to refer to older people who still exhibit this mindset, characterized by an affected attitude of nihilism or cynicism, extreme self-centeredness, delusions of power or superiority, and a consuming fear of being treated as a child. The person exhibiting these symptoms believes that they are cool. Most observers find them pathetic. Yep, that's our main character, alright. Okay, Chunin Byo, which is often abbreviated Chunin, also refers to the fictional tropes that teenage males often enjoy, such as ancient conspiracies, superpowers, especially powers sealed in character's eye or arm, Norse mythology, battles for the fate of the multiverse, etc. The consummate Shinibyo case will work such as elements into his own personal backstory. Okarin is a textbook example. Okay, so they did that. They did that shit on purpose. A mammal related to the camel. Okay. Oh, it's telling me what an alpaca is. Okay, get this out of my face. Okay. When members of an internet community meet in real life, offline meet, a term for people with an obsessive interest in a particular topic. Hobbyists most often refer to fans of anime, manga, and video games, but there are also trained otaku, military otaku, electronics otaku. A major office building in Akihabara, fictional. A television network based in Tokyo, ToTV airs more anime than other commercial television networks, making it a favorite among otaku. When a major news story breaks in Tokyo, most stations interrupt regular programming to deliver a special bulletin. ToTV is an exception, which has given rise to the joke, if ToTV cuts to a special bulletin, the apocalypse is nigh. I like how they had to put in parentheses, fictional, so people don't look this crap up. Alright. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chodori is still closed off. Akihabara station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba Street, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery. I see. Oh no. He's gonna explore what happened. So that's it. From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. He's gonna expose whatever he thinks they're trying to hide. That's what he's gonna do. Daru and Mayuri turn to stare. This is all an elaborate cover-up. See what I mean? I knew it! And he's linking it back to the organization that all them people disappeared. How did an organization make all those people disappear off the street, man? I can't with this guy. Get him out of my face. I want a new main character. I want someone who makes sense by their organization. Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control. My God. But they underestimated me, for I am not so easily played. Oh my God. I got tickle in my throat. Oh God. He get on my nerves. He choking me up. One day I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign. Having come to satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda from the fridge. Why are all animes always taking Dr. Pepper and twisting it? It's always Dr. Pepper, no other soda. Oh God. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice cold drinks are essential. Elixir, an intellectualist, a drink fit for a genius. Cola's better. Okarin really loves his Dr. P. I pity the men who knows not the greatness of this beverage. already done with him, so I got nothing else to say for him. Step through the curtain dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the Future Gadget Laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it's strictly off limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap. I would rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poked Daru and bid him follow me into the development room. Oh my god, clean up the place. All the windows here are weather striped with packing tape, so it's dim and hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on a chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. I think it's more of a symbolic one than a practical one. Daru, however, refuses to wear his, cause what's the point? They're only humoring you. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money, I might add. See, they're humoring him. Just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn. It's probably never will be. Is the plan progressing smoothly? What plan are they talking about? See, he don't even know what plan. Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. A microwave oven? Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It's significantly larger than newer home models. The plan as in the plan. Obviously, I'm talking about the perfect gadget number 8. Oh, so he did make inventions. They're probably garbage, though. Oh, that. How was I supposed to know what you meant? We've known each other for, what, 3 years now? We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We're sharing a separate bond like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though. He's only here for the ride. We were in different classes junior year, and actually we didn't talk at all. So, 2 years? Details. The point is, we've known each other a long time. I expect you to keep up with me here. Nope. Awkward silence. Man, all I want to do is have all of those good cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except us. Shut down again. Yeah, he's not all for your mess, man. So are we any closer to figuring out what's wrong with gadget number 8? Not yet. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion led by the organization. That even sounds like a dumb name. What organization is out here trying to start a war and have a freaking thing called the Dark Dominion? That rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions at the sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious, futurish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Okay, so we power puffing girls this crap? That's what we're doing? Chemical Xing this crap? Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. Gadget number 2, the bamboo helicam. What? Gadget number 3. Could this be Aura? What the heck? Gadget number 4. Mold Snake. Gadget number 5. Once again, I made a worthless object by Goemon. Gadget number 6. The Saloon Saber. Gadget number 7. Ghost in the Ball. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist genius. Oh lord, I don't want to see none of that crap. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the Phone Wave, name subject to change. Phone Wave is a pretty weak name, so I decided name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. Without a future gadget is complete, the 3 of us discussed what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology. Or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Darrow thinks my naming style is too ridiculous. He just doesn't have passion for words like I do. Oh my gosh, he really thinks he's the crap. He really thinks he's the shit. He thinks he's better than everybody. Mayuri couldn't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so, our opinions on gadgets' names are always split. But I digress. The Phone Wave, name subject to changes. Is he gonna say that every single time? In short, a remote control microwave. You put food in the microwave before you leave, and then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Have food ready for your arrival. What? So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the Phone Wave has a second unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy Mayuri had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1 as usual when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause. We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon. And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird. I just don't get it. Did I do that, or is it telling me to save? I'm gonna save just in case. Alright. Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can make it happen again. Bring forth the bananas! Why are they freezing bananas of all things? Is it because they can afford it? That's like the only things they can afford? Are you going to turn them into jello bananas again? That's been bugging me. Mayushi, can you stop calling them jello bananas? But jello bananas are jello bananas. I took the bananas. Why am I saying bananas? Oh my god. Bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the Phone Wave. Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food. Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization. I'm with her. Why you gotta use the whole bunch when you could use one at a time? You could test one at a time. You could do more tests that way instead of using the whole batch at a time. That's just a waste of money too, and resources. That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys the bananas, and now Mayushi can't eat a single one. Next time, we'll only do one banana. But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The Phone Wave is simple to use. It's a microwave with the phone taped on it. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the Phone Wave. Now, where do I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Don't tell me he left his phone back at the place. Where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. It's probably at Radicon, man. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Okay, let's press the phone trigger button and call the cell phone and make a call to the phone wave. Okay. Wait. How do I do it? Oh, okay, wrong button. I wasn't paying attention, really. Well, good chance to look at this. Microwave oven, a cooking appliance which heats food by bombarding it with microwaves, originally called the radar range. The microwave was invented with a radar technician accidentally discovered that electromagnetic waves could warm food. Afterwards, research continued. The consumer appliance version was launched in America in 1947 and emits electromagnetic waves at a frequency of blah 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 blah. The ability to discover something valuable when looking for something else. The microwave oven was born through serendipity. Okay. Oh no. Is this all his inventions? The very first future gadget, a toy ray gun with a TV remote jammed inside. You can change channels by pointing at it, the TV, and pulling the trigger. However, the only supported button is Channel Plus. No other buttons like volume are usable. Then it's useless. It's junk. Get that out of my face. A CCD camera mounted to a bamboo toy helicopter. The camera is attached to the helicopter's fulcrum, allowing it to record aerial footage unpowered. However, the image is rotating at high speed, so you might get dizzy if you keep looking at it. Name originates from the sci-fi manga. Okay, this is all his gadget. A lie detector based on thumb perspiration, though it might be more appropriate to call it the sweat detector. You have to admit it's pretty clever invention. Its name didn't Juju Bizarre's adventure. But anyway, based on how much somebody sweat, that's not a good lie detector. An instant super humidifier uses electric heating coils to quickly boil a large volume of water. This generates enough steam to fill a room of 12 square meters. Though it can only be operated continuously for a few seconds, it looks like a Claymore landmine, which appears to military otaku. Its name is a reference to a stealth action game, Metal More Solid. These puns, though. Created by combining a dryer and a vacuum. The dryer is operated using exhaust of the vacuum. Its name is reference to the popular Lupus the Third. Okay. A red chemical glow stick with the handle attached, allowing it to grip it like a sword, made possible not just with the future gadget laboratory hardware, but also with chemical knowledge inspired by Sparks War, a series of epic sci-fi movie. Really? Okay, then this one. Gas between the monitors, each connected to the monitor on the opposite side. A spare just attempted to practical camouflage and the greatest masterpiece among the completed future gadgets, but its sheer size makes it difficult to store. Its name is derived from the sci-fi manga Ghost in the Husk, which, okay, I never heard of that one. Okay, if y'all don't like me reading those, just skip ahead. I checked my pants and coat pockets. Oh yeah, I was looking for the trigger button for the phone. Full screen, configure. I was not paying attention. Oh, found it. Okay. Get the phone wave and call it. I'm connected. Okay. Subject to change, really? This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru programmed to operate the phone wave. Yes, I hear your voice, girl. Your voice is not that annoying in a machine. I'm trying to listen. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds. For example, press for 1 minute. 2 minutes. Okay. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter. Okay, yes, finally some gameplay. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process, so she don't know what she be doing. Comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate. She don't know how to follow directions if she messed that up before. It's even spinning backwards. Backwards? I never noticed that. That might have serious implications if we look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule. Yeah. No. Not Hund's rule. No. Okay. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. Watch them blow up. The microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out. Gel bananas are ready. That is freaking disgusting. The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. What is that? After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time. You're trying to die now? Is that what's happening? You want to get me to do that? It's for science. Your sacrifice will forever be remembered. It's for science. They look really nasty. Just get a little whiff of it. That matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru. Why don't you eat it? No need to be shy. Break a leg or stomach and go for it. I'm up for Daru being the next protagonist of this game. No way. Because I am tired of this one. No. Why don't you eat it? But shell bananas are gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Wait, she already tried one? It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all. Her dumb self would eat one. What do you think? But they would get that way even if they were warmed up. Okay, he's a perv. Here we go. Your nose is bleeding. He's a perv. Oh my god. No, don't say it again. Don't. Don't say it. At least the main character got a little bit of common sense. Daru retreats after I hit him with the tissue box. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway. They're gelatinous. A split state of matter. In other words, there's a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas? I've got it! I turned to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle, then I crossed it out and slapped the word with my hand. What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. A bold statement if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised? Now it's the time to shout, what you say? Come on, don't be shy. He really thinks his accomplishments are so big, but they're not. The reactions are pathetically weak. And Daru's face is like, man, I feel bad for this guy being this way. I feel like he also was friends with him because he pities him. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said. Exactly. We already knew that. Oh. The problem is we don't know what it is doing or why it's doing it. If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them? Silly question, Mayuri. What you describe is just a normal microwave. Then, what is it? We don't know, and that's the problem. He's right. To be honest, I haven't had a clue. In any case, there's nothing we could do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru. There's going to be a seminar at ATF. Okay, they're going back to school now. We had to be there, and it's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Object that crashed into a building near Akihabara Station. The building is under police barricade. No one is allowed to approach, but from a distance, the object appears to be some kind of satellite. Okay, we cross overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru, and I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. I don't think that's actually a satellite. It probably is a satellite, but maybe it's the time machine. I don't know. There are some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. Aren't you going to check out Radicon? No point. Can't get close. I've been following the news online, though there's already 100 threads about it on @channel. It's huge, man. Oh, so that's why he's staring at his phone earlier. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor, ATF Assembly Hall. Man, feel that AC? I'm alive. Unlike the lab, Daibiru has air conditioning, yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar. About the phone wave. I don't care about that phone wave. I might have found our answer. You know, that thing is really annoying. I won't give in that easily, even if no other lab members use. I will carry on until the day we decide its true name. Now's not the time. So what's your latest ridiculous theory? What do you mean, ridiculous? My genius brain considers every possibility, even those a lesser mind would say break the laws of nature. Don't you dare call that ridiculous. So basically, you're just pulling stuff out of your ass. You can't call that science. Daru, I have a hunch that the phone wave may be the key to opening Steins' gate. How's that? Steins, what? You lost me back at that, at ridiculous man. So wait, so he's the only one who thought up the concept of Steins Gate? Since I don't know nothing about the anime, I guess that's why I'm lost. A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator... Oh god, we bumped into somebody. I bump into someone. I quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling. I'm sorry. Isn't that Mikise? It's that Mikise. It's a girl. And I recognize her. Impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. It don't seem like she recognized him either. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Does she recognize him? Mikise Kurisu. Yeah, she don't seem to remember the meeting earlier. Kurisu frowns and tries to back away. But I don't let go of her shoulder, so it's either she has a sister or I think these I think it's really time paradoxes colliding into each other. I think that's what it is. Ouch. So while she died in one time paradox, she's still alive in another time paradox, and they're just merging into one reality. You should be dead. How somebody's gonna take that? Why are you here? And you're even... There isn't a single blood stain on her clothes, and they're the same one she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yet, as far as I could tell, she completely uninjured. Not a scratch. But she sounds different and... Nope, she still got that glare. Kurisu pushes me away. Then she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief. What's wrong with you? You're okay, but that's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying full of blood. That again? Daru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said. What do you mean? Again. Yep. A week ago. All this happened a week ago? Yep. These timelines are messing up, man. I sent you an email? Don't be ridiculous. I saw her dead just 3 hours ago. And I really think the future him is running around everywhere. Could you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine. You know, that message was kinda weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means it came from the future. Yep, the future him is running around here. It came from the future? That sounds like something you read on the internet, Daru. It's rare for you to talk about ridiculous theories. No, the date was definitely a week later. It came from, the 28th. Wait, that's today. Daryl pulls out his phone and shows it to me. He's right, the email was sent from my phone. He received it on July 21st at 12:56. I really think the future him is trying to prevent like certain stuff from happening. but he's really messing up all these timelines. But it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was a split into 3 mails. Someone stabbed, bed, Makiseke, Urisu, don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? It looks like the 3rd email got cut off. I do recognize the content though. This is the email I sent you 3 hours ago. But I sent 1 mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago? Interesting. Suddenly, Kurisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. I think she's starting to get a little something in her brain. She's figuring something out. The email's not important. Well, maybe it's not, but right now, the real question is, why is she still alive? Is she an illusion? No. An evil spirit. Am I haunted? I don't believe it's such unscientific drivel. I'm a mad scientist. I timidly reach out to Kurisu's face. She's gonna punch me, man. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky, quite the cuticles. Substance. She has substance. Of course she's not a ghost. How silly of me. Wait, I'm receiving mail. What mail am I receiving? Can I not read my phone right now? Skyscraper office commerce center that opened alongside UPX in 2003, connected to UPX by overpass. The rule governing the placement of an atom's electrons, orbitals of the same energy are filled with 1 electron of the same spin before are filled with the second, also known as Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Okay. Okay, I don't know how to read that mail. I poke Kurisu's cheeks with my fingers. Such softness, dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I ever touched one. Wait a minute. We already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. Yeah, you're acting like a creep now. I still doubted that she has substance. There's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Radicon? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like that mass disappearance? That's right. She was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. This requires further investigation. No, you're not. And you slowly lifted it and did what? You have every right to punch him at this point. I just want to know the truth. I stare straight back at Kurisu as she trembles with anger and lift her brows a little higher. Why aren't you punching him in the face now? Wanna die? She pushes my hand away. Okay. Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Kurisu. I know what I saw. No, wait. Did you just see my underwear? Kurisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down. How did he see your underwear if you pulling your shirt up? No, you fool, not that. Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, someone killed Makise Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explained everything that I saw. Wait. Dr. Nakabachi? What are you talking about? Are you serious? canceled. Yes, because of the satellite crash. But to me, that satellite crash happened after his presentation. But to them, it happened before. I'm telling you. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. Okay, save. Hold on, let me look at the preferences real quick. No, configuration. How do I get my phone up? I don't know how to get my phone up. Okay, I really don't know. Oh, here we go. You know, I'm really sad about dropping my UPA. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Gero Froggy. Okay. What the heck is this code? Crap. Press this. What the heck is this? Is there something hidden in that message? Okay. Put my phone away. My story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy? Excuse me, my name is... Why are you always announcing himself like that? Really, man, you're hopeless. I'd like to hear your story in more detail. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying, but I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else. I doubt that I could give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall. It's almost time for what? Oh, right. Thank you. Oh, is she giving a presentation today? Because I forgot we did come here for our seminar. Kurisu glances at me one more time, decides, and heads towards the small conference room. We should go to. Oh, we're not here for her? Go where? To hear the lecture, duh. We still gotta attend class, man. We gotta get those credits. Daru follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius Makise Kurisu need to attend a lecture like this? Because we're always destined to bump into her because of all the multiple timelines, man. My guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. She was lecturing. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today. Duh! I knew she was here to give the lecture because she already graduated from university. You knew this already. Japan's famous girl genius Makise Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. I'd forgotten all about it. It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there's also a couple of professors. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever. I still don't like her. You don't like anybody that's smarter than you. Which is, I think there's plenty of people smarter than you. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Radicon how cunning and aggressive she really is. Here he goes again. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct. For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my... And she so happened to be here for time travel too. But I'll try my best. Time travel? Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept. Why does he do this all the time? He keeps doing this. Kick him out. This is not the place where you be doing this. What is he gonna say? She stole... Is he gonna say that she stole her concept from somebody else like he did the last person, that she a fraud? Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. I can't stand this character. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girl's drive. It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd. You didn't even let her finish. You magnificent fool. You're magnificent that you're brave enough to do this, but you're also a fool. Sitting at my side, Dad throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Most likely, yeah. Perhaps I got too carried away. Man, whoever killed her in the last timeline, please kill the main character right now. Okay, it's fine. I guess it'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. You should have let them kick him out, man. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that. But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I have heard about the cosmic string theory at least. Okay, the 11 theories: neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory, tachyon theory, wormhole theory, exotic matter theory, cosmic theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory. Are these based off of real facts? Because if so, I think I heard of some of these. Like, not like facts, I mean like conspiracies, you know, fictional writing stuff. Elementary particle ring and laser theory, direct antiparticle theory. Maybe wormhole and black hole theory is gonna apply. Not bad. Perhaps Makise Kurisu isn't a worthy rival after all. I bet you he did his research on time travel at all. However, all of these models are purely theoretical. Some of them even contradict each other, of course. Well, if someone comes up with a 12th model... Right, well... It could be contradicted by the 13th model. Now, couldn't it be? Now, what if someone comes up with the 13th model and contradicts the 12th? Then she twisted my question and used it against me. Touchy, genius girl. Suddenly, I feel eyes on me. You're the one who put yourself on the silver platter, so you better take the seasoning. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. Yeah, he's like, who gave him the recommendation letter to be in this university? I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off for now. By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now, according to Einstein's special theory of relativity. For example, let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane headed to Okinawa upon arrival. That person would be about 100 million. Yeah, we know that. Someone being in a different time zone and they're in the future than someone being in the other time zone. Yeah, we know about that one. What does that mean? According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light. Oh, what I said was dumb. Ignore me. That was so dumb what I just said. Ignore that. For example, if you could run at a near speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast for you. If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse in the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day into the future. Understand, Hoey, Kiyoma? She got that little smug expression on her. Why are you singling me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makise Kurisu wants to pick a fight. I wish that she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name. But that's not really time travel, is it? Now a professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makise Kurisu's example isn't strictly time travel per se, but I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. I highly expect adults to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience. Yes, you're right. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old girl, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old girl will panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Makise Kurisu given off an aura of gutsiness that says, I could take this guy on. Then what about going on to the past? Going to the past is possible right now. Take a look at the sky at night. You can see light from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you? She's on that. We're already time traveling right now. What are you talking about? That's not time travel either. I mean, technically, in a sense, it is. This time is a nearby student who objects. Stop piggybacking off the professor. Well, I was just getting started. Yeah, she didn't even get to her point yet. That was just like an example to bring up her next main course. Was it just me, or did Kurisu look a little nervous just now? Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What we need? The best candidates for this are cosmic strings and wormholes. Also, I was right. The wormhole theory and the black hole theory might, because you need to go through wormholes and stuff like that to jump into different paradoxes. A cosmic string is a string-shaped crevice with extreme mass. A string-shaped crevice? That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist? Is he talking about aliens when he said they? The crevice is about as wide as an elementary particle, at least as long as the diameter of a galaxy. Is that the satellite? It has an immense mass, so it distorts space and time if you were to travel through that distortion. You can make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees. In short, you could do something resembling a warp. This is called a space-time angular deficient. When you pass through an area of angular deficient, transit time becomes 0. Okay. Now we apply this to a cosmic string moving at near light speed. According to the special theory of relativity, time will flow slower for the cosmic string in relation to its surroundings. Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficient would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. In other words, you will arrive in the past after transit. If you use 2 cosmic strings, you could do a space deficient jump. If you loop back to your original location, you could return to the same time you started revolving. So if you're not prepared enough, you could be stuck in time. And that, roughly speaking, is time travel by means of cosmic strings. By the way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as superstrings. Now then, you need 3 things in order to travel to the past with cosmic strings. First, the cosmic strings themselves, 2 strings to be exact. By the way, they are hypothesized to exist only where the universe was first formed, so they might be a little hard to find. Second, you would need the energy required to make them move them at near light speed. Gigawatts. How much energy do you think you need to accelerate something as long as the Milky Way to near the speed of light? I'm pretty sure it's a little more than 1.21 gigawatts. This earns a few chuckles from the audience. Third, you need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings and returning with the time traveler alive, of course. What do you think? She just keep picking on him. Care to take on the challenge of cosmic string time travel? Like that's even possible. And why the hell is she dressing me? I wasn't even the one who cheered this time. Looks like Homie-san doesn't want to take the challenge. In that case, let's consider wormholes. They have maybe a little more realistic than cosmic strings. By the way, Homie-san, do you know what wormholes are? No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. He hasn't even done his research on this department at all. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered. Here you go. It's like the circus through space, right? That's correct. I got it right. I was like, worldly and relieved. You know, when she got you on the edge of the seat, you might as well sit down. There are 2 wormholes joined by a tunnel. No matter how far away the wormholes are, transit through the tunnel is 0. Yeah, because as soon as humans go through it, they're automatically going to die through a freaking gravitational pull up in there. They're going to be like spaghetti up in there. Black holes too. Oh no, there's a problem. The wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity and collapses as soon as it opens. So we need something to negate the effects of gravity. So-called exotic matter, a substance with negative mass with repulses other than matter. Negative mass, huh? Is this something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it'd be like. So he lacks the idea of time travel, but he never put in the work to know what it takes to time travel. Kurisu raises her right fist. So I could imagine his future self probably stole somebody's time machine or something. What? Am I accidentally doing this every time, or? I think I keep accidentally doing that. I'm saving it anyway. Say that the wormhole tunnel is being squished by an invisible fist. In order to pass through, you need something that could oppose my fist's grasping force so that I can't squish anymore. Yeah, because you're going to be like spaghetti as soon as you get up in there. Kurisu opened her fist. If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, instantaneous travel between wormholes becomes possible. To travel through time, however, takes a little more effort. For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akihabara. The exit is in Los Angeles. First, we send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe at near the speed of light. And once it's there, we yank it back to LA. Huh? How? According to the special theory of relativity, time slows down for objects moving at the speed of light, meaning the hole that returned to LA will be further in the past than the Akihabara hole. He is hooked on what she's saying. So now, if Hui-san jumped into the wormhole, he arrived in LA several years later before he left. However, this still can't be called true time travel. It only seems that way. This is called Urashima effect. The important part is to return to Akihabara from LA through the wormhole once more, since the transit time is 0. Several years in the past, time travel will complete. Yeah, that is true. If you go into a wormhole and you're traveling through the wormhole and you end up in the future, if there's no way to go back to the past, and it's not really time travel, you just, went to your destination, but it just took a couple years to get there. The prerequisites for wormhole travel are simpler than the ones for cosmic string travel. First, the wormhole itself, they may exist somewhere in the universe, but nobody has ever seen one. Second, the energy required to move a wormhole to the end of the universe and back at near light speed. Third, exotic matter, which, by the way, has not been confirmed to exist. So implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort. Now, do you see what I mean when I said that time travel is an absurd concept? She means like it takes the theories that's out there, it takes an impossible means to try to do it. All just thought experiments, not one of them can create a viable time machine. That is my answer. Isn't there anything simpler, like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something? Yeah, let me just grab my pen and click the pen and I'll be in the future. I'm afraid not. A firm declaration. This is the limit of modern physics. I can't see how it might change in 10 years though. Besides, even if someone did overcome the logistical requirements, there might be other factors that prevent time travel from working. True. That's because fundamental problems concerning the principle of causality have not yet been solved. You mean the time paradoxes? They're bringing up time paradoxes now, and conservation of mass. This mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would be the extra mass of time machine in its pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book, not a terrible, reputable book, but still, such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though. And if you think that conservation of mass applies to macro systems like the universe or micro systems like atoms or elementary particles, you're mistaken. What? Is that true? Oh, she's laughing at my reaction. That's that little. How mortifying. Conservation of mass only applies to chemical reaction. It doesn't hold in modern physics at all. Something can come from nothing. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Then, what is the problem? The time paradox of time paradoxes. That's what I've been preaching. In other words, the grandfather paradox. Paradoxes, time paradoxes, timelines are problems. Oh, that thing where you kill your own ancestors before you were born? You over here. As long as this paradox goes unsolved, time travel can never be realized. Never. What if you just don't kill them? You can't think of it like a sci-fi movie. It's not just about your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that. Really, it doesn't seem that dangerous. You don't know how dangerous time can be, man. Any paradox, no matter how small, will cause the total collapse of causality and relativity and every other physical law in existence. Paradoxes are nothing more than thought experiments. They cannot occur in reality, and they should not. Nothing that has even a 0.0001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. And won't you say this is a logical conclusion? And this is what I'm saying with paradoxes are happening and they're all merging into one. Since the universe won't allow for paradoxes to happen, they're trying to merge the universe into one. That's why she was killed earlier and she's back again, and they're all experiencing different things. It's all merged into one. There may be loopholes like parallel worlds or the self-consistency principle, but those seem too much like fantasy for me to accept. they killed his heart because he believes on all that. I grind my teeth. When I see Makisi Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makisi Kurisu truly is a genius. That's why you do your research when you like something, man. I ended up listening to all of Kurisu's lecture at ATF. After the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the time it was an impressive lecture, so impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Because she's smart, man. Leaving that aside, I saw Makisi Kurisu dead. And yet, she is alive. My memories don't mesh with reality. And not just about Kurisu. My conversation with Daru and Mayuri didn't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I just told myself about what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. This leaves me with no choice. And this, check out my tips. I got a lot of them. The main hero of the anime, the familiar of Ten, a tsundere. Her voice actress is Queen of Tsundere, Sugimiya Rie. Honorifics, yeah, I already know about honorifics. Let me just scroll through them so you can look at that. Refers to both Einstein's special theory of relativity published in 1905, his general theory of relativity published in 1916, represented by the famous equation E equals mc squared. The special theory of relativity is defined by following axiom. I can't say that. Objects cannot travel faster than the speed of light. Okay, that's all that she said during that thing. I'm not reading that. The smallest unit of matter, however, the definition of what constitutes an elementary particle is unclear. Certain elementary particles have corresponding antiparticle with opposite charge. Okay, and that's superstring. Can I scroll down? Nope. It's currently impossible to prove experimentally. However, it is said that if the theory is proven, it will explain all phenomena from the birth and scope of universe on the macro level to elementary particles like quarks on the macro level. Hollywood movies about time machines and time paradoxes. In the first movie, the inventor of the time machine said that it needed 1.21 gigawatts of power to travel through time. Okay, so that was a pun. In reality, the unit gigawatt does not exist. The scriptwriter made a spelling mistake. The correct unit is gigawatt. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't even catch that. Okay, a phenomenon originating from the fact that time slows down as an object approaches the speed of light. For example, imagine that an astronaut travels to a nearby star and back as close as the speed of light. The travel might take a few years from the astronaut's perspective, but he will return to Earth to find that thousands of years have passed in his absence. Okay, so I'm going to be ending it here, guys. Let me save. Whew. So as you can see, she didn't die. She probably did die in another paradox, but and she shut him up real good, cause he was ready to go throw down with her like he did with Nakabachi. Like, you're a fraud, you don't know nothing. But as you can see, he don't know nothing. He just liked the idea of time traveling, but he didn't put in the work of researching time traveling. He just read it like in a crappy book, and she made him look real dumb. So I will be ending it here. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.